Today I am replacing a coolant heater on a Stewart and Stevenson Detroit Diesel generator. I drained about 5-gallon containers, and I think another 2 probably went on the floor. So there's an upper hose here. I need to get a piece of that, which is, can't tell what it is, what size it is, but I'll look on that fitting. And it goes this, it just kind of mounts on this plate with some U-bolts, and then it goes to that high side, and then I've got this one going into the diesel can so it stops leaking. And then there's like there's a pump in there somewhere that I heard running that circulates the coolant through the system. It was running off battery, I believe. And I can't see in there, it's so dark, but the radiator's in the back here, so it goes through that radiator and then through that heater. But it gets so cold in this room, it's might as well be outside, and so that heater was bad. I think the element in it went bad. I had another heater, but it didn't have the thermostat wired on it, and I was afraid I was going to burn it out, so I ordered one that has the thermostat built in. Problem is I don't have any tools here, so I got to go get a couple pipe wrenches, and then I'm going to get some new hoses that go on these barb fittings, because one of them was kind of cracked, so I think they're like 1 inch. I don't know, I wish I could get one off so I could take it with me, but I'll cut a piece of that hose off since I'm going to replace it anyways. Alright, I made a huge mess with antifreeze out here. I don't even know what to clean that up with. Maybe oil dry works for that too, but 5 gallons, just under 5 gallons. I had a couple gallons pour out at least, and then here's the new pump. It's not a pump, it's a heater. Thermostat is right there. This one came wired up with it already. I just had to hook up a power cable there. There's a new radiator hose I put in there. You want that to be the exact size. You don't want any loops or anything because it's gravity fed. And then I put a new one here to there. That's the bottom of the radiator. Radiator's huge. I gotta stand on a ladder just to fill it up, but you can see there's, I don't know if it's settled at all, but I don't know if you can see in there. A little light on my head, but it's a couple inches from the top. I want to give it a little room to fire it up and see if it takes more into the block. The old hose was silicone. I hope that I didn't need like super high heat, but those ones were leaking anyways, and that's all I had access to today. So I'm gonna try to fire it up in a few. I'm hoping that this starts to feel warm. Oh, it's warm already. Perfect. It's working. So the old one was definitely bad. It's warm. Awesome. I think the element is right in here. The wiring was down at that end. Thermostat's here. Tells this element in here to kick on, and then it should circulate everything. I heard a pump going earlier. I think it's a electric water pump in here somewhere that kind of circulates that. I mean, there's the filler. Or no, that's exhaust. That's exhaust. So I'm not exactly sure. I don't know much about these. I just knew enough to try to get that going. I was able to reclaim, I had these diesel cans that were empty. I cleaned them out as good as I could, and I saved 2 of these full of coolant, about 10 gallons. And I put in 2 full cases. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I got 5 left.